Complete domination. So Real Madrid have just beaten Manchester City by 3 goals to 1. So you're seeing 3-1, and if you did not watch the game, you will think 3-1 isn't that bad. It wasn't a demolition. But let me tell you something. That was a demolition. And if you've watched Real Madrid against Manchester City for these past few years, the game has never looked like this. Well, maybe in 2023, but the opposite way, in which City destroyed Real Madrid 4-0. And listen, I'm not gonna do my usual edits for this video. And send me your feedback. What do you think about this video? What do you think about the editing style? But let's get back into the game, because what a victory. And I remember people were saying, we can't play 3 left wingers. We can't have Vinny, Mbappé, Rodrigo play in a front 3. Well, guess what? They played in a front 3. And guess what? They performed. And who said Kylian Mbappé was a flop? Does a Finnish player, a so-called Finnish player, perform like this? A hat-trick in the Champions League, finally filling some of Ronaldo's boots. So Kylian Mbappé, great performance, all around just perfect. It's amazing how we came from a spot in which Vinicius, Mbappé, Rodrigo couldn't play together just a few months ago. We gave them time to adapt, and look what they are doing now. Look how they are performing. They are playing incredibly. And my word was Kazanov struggling in this game. So he's a Manchester City player. Vinny, Rodrigo, and Mbappé were taking turns at left wing to cook this guy. Well, he didn't have a terrible performance. He did have some good tackles on them. And the craziest part is, I don't even think there was one player in Real Madrid who had a bad performance. I thought the entire team played very good when it comes to goalkeeping, straight to the attack. This was definitely Real Madrid's best performance. And when I say best performance, I mean best performance of the season. If we can play like this against Barcelona, then I will be happy. But it seems like Real Madrid, whenever they go up against Barca, are just stuck in a vortex. It just seems like they are drowning. They can't play against this tiki-taka football, high line. It just seems like they can't perform against Barca. But you're seeing here against City, you see how good they performed. Like, I'm actually proud of how my team played. For like the first time this season, I actually can say that. And this might be a hot take, but I think Real Madrid are going to do the repeat. I think they're going to win another Champions League. Definitely they're going to win another Champions League. If you argue about this, then you probably a Barca fan, and I will give you credit and the right to do that. But if you are any other team, if you support any other team, you will understand that Real Madrid are not playing games. They are the best team in the world, maybe besides Barca and Liverpool. And this was just a fun watch. I can't believe this is my team. I can't believe this is my team, because they played so poor in the beginning of the season. To seeing this is just incredible. This is truly a sign that you must trust the process, trust in Ancelotti, because his team selection was actually a big part in this team winning. We saw Dani Ceballos, honorable mention to him. This guy is so underrated, so undervalued. You know, people will say he's a sneak. He's not actually as good as people say he is. And I'm here to tell you, he is just as good, maybe even better than people say he is. He's kind of fulfilling the Toni Kroos role, but not in a way that you think. I think he's good as a deep line playmaker. The only thing that separates him and Kroos is obviously Kroos' timing, passes, and overall quality. But Dani Ceballos is the Toni Kroos replacement that we have been talking about for this whole season. Which is crazy, because we thought this guy would never get out of the bench. We never thought he would reach that point where he would actually escape the bench, because we have a full midfield, a full strength midfield, and Ceballos is still starting ahead of Madrid, Kamavinga, Arda Güler, and the list goes on. And another honorable mention is Raul Asensio, in which Raul Asensio is him. Yes, he didn't have to go up against Haaland because Haaland was injured. But Asensio, my goodness, where did we get this guy? Where did we find this guy? And you know, I keep on saying this every single video, but he's first team already. This was by far his biggest game, and he showed out, performed, and he's class. I think actually, for the next FIFA or EAFC, they have to give this guy a good rating. I don't want to see no 71s, 75s. I want to see a 80 on Raul Asensio. So the obvious question now is, who do Real Madrid face next? Because the draw is going to be next week, I believe, and it's going to be a tough one. It will be a tough one, but honestly, this might sound crazy. I want Liverpool or I want Barcelona, because we need revenge on both of those teams. Both of those teams leave Real Madrid in the dust, and you can't leave Real Madrid like that. We need some revenge. And yes, of course, we can get badly knocked out, badly embarrassed, but either way, it is best to lose to the best team than to get knocked out by some small club. And that's not me saying that Barca isn't a small club, by the way. But with that all being said, let's get a rundown on how this team played against Manchester City. Thibaut Courtois, he did not have a single thing to do in this game. He didn't have to make much saves. He made about 3 or 4 saves, and that's not much. Usually he goes through about 10 saves per game. Osasuna gave this guy more to do. Valladolid gave this guy more to do. Valencia gave this guy more to do. This Man City team is not it. And with Thibaut Courtois, I don't really know what to rate him, because he didn't have much to do. But for the saves he did make, I'm gonna give him a 8 out of 10. Ferland Mendy, you guys that have been watching the channel know what I think about Mendy. But in all honesty, Mendy had a good performance. I can't lie. And with Ferland Mendy, I'm gonna give him a 7 out of 10. Fede Valverde, what can I even say about him? Fantastic, playing out of position and then performing so well, dropping a masterclass. I didn't see Savinho, I didn't see Grealish, I didn't see Foden. Well, I did see them, but you know what I'm saying, I didn't see them. Valverde, fantastic, just fantastic, 9 out of 10. Antonio Rudiger, he's back, and yes, he's back. Good performance, good defending, 8 out of 10. The man, the myth, the legend, the academy product, Raul Asensio. Give this guy his new contract. Give it today. Make him sign a 10-year deal. This guy is Ramos, Pepe, and what else? This guy is so good. Where did we find this guy? 10 out of 10. He announced himself to play with the big boys. He's him. Aurelien Tchouameni, I thought he was quite good. A good performance. And I'm not gonna say too much about his performance. He did some amazing passes for Mbappé, and overall, a great performance, 8 out of 10. Dani Ceballos, I already said how good he was in this game, so I'm gonna say Dani Ceballos, a 9 out of 10. Jude Bellingham, with his performance, I think it was also good. He did some great things there in attack. His tackles were also good. He did pick up a yellow card, so he's going to miss the next match. But Jude Bellingham, I liked his performance, 8 out of 10. Rodrigo Goes, the man who was very much involved in all of the goals. This guy is so good. He even went to left wing a few times, but he's so good at right wing. Playing so well with the front three, playing so well with everybody, tracking back to defend. This guy is the definition of a perfect player, 9 out of 10. Vinicius Jr., he was cooking for a majority of the match. He couldn't really properly link up with Mbappé, but Vinny to me was working hard in the game. A great performance. He didn't score, but I'm gonna give him a 9 out of 10. Last but not least, Kylian Mbappé, hat-trick. What do I even say? Do I even say 10 out of 10? I think I'm gonna just say 11 out of 10. Honestly, I would just say 20 out of 10. This guy was insane. Hat-trick Kylian Mbappé, second hat-trick. Should have been his third hat-trick. But you know, it is what it is. But up here's a video about the man who did not actually play in this game. And up here's a video on why he didn't play in this game. Or the gula. But if you enjoyed, smash like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Peace.